What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka CoachKe, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I am doing things just a tad bit different, just a little bit. I'm gonna do the budget results in the form of finishing off last week's or the week's paycheck to paycheck budget. So I'm gonna go through and basically do what you guys typically see me do at the beginning of the new paycheck to paycheck budget. I'm just gonna reconcile, go through my expenses like you guys typically see me do. It's just you guys are now gonna see this portion of it as well. That way when I'm setting up the new paycheck to paycheck budget, it's literally just that paycheck to paycheck budget and that is it. So without further ado, y'all, I'm super amped. I got some good news to tell y'all, but I ain't gonna do it until next week, okay? Because it's some special people in my life that still ain't found out yet. So when they find out, I promise I will come and tell y'all all about it. And listen, it's exciting. Okay, so as far as fixed expenses, we didn't have anything come out, so that total stayed at $0. And now let's go to the variable expenses. As far as the budget goes, let's go ahead and go through that. So we are here with it. So the first expense is restaurants, and you guys can see that I went a little overboard on restaurants this week. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm pretty sure that I'll end off the month just fine. So I did get Chick-fil-A a couple of times actually. $97.14. I got White Castle. This was after a party. The food just didn't really look that appealing, and the people who ate the food, they wasn't very impressed. So I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna eat very much of this food here, and I needed to get food afterwards because we got home at like probably almost midnight maybe, and I was just so hungry. I'm like, Mom, let's please go to White Castle real quick. So then I got Chick-fil-A again and again. Just terrible. And I was actually doing good until I ordered food last night. And typically, like, I try to primarily eat a vegan diet throughout the week. And then, you know, on the weekends, I kind of do whatever. But these girls had Emos last night. And Emos is like a certain kind of pizza here in St. Louis. It's like a specialty. And it just looks so good. So I got some. And let me tell you, my stomach is paying the price for it right now. Okay, let me just say that. All right, next is miscellaneous. So I actually have to add this $10 in. If you guys remember, at the end of last month, I had took money out to give to my dad, my mom, and my sister. Let's do a little quick rewind here. And it's because I had to use his car for like 5 days while my car was in the shop. And so I gave him the $10 and he was like, oh yeah, I can use this. Now my mama, she gave me the $10 that I gave her because she paid for my B2K shirt. She gave that back right away. She was like, I'm not taking this. My dad was like, oh yeah, I can use that. And like 3-4 days later, the $10 was still on the dresser, and I'm like, my mom was like, you need to take that money back. He ain't gonna use it. So I'm like, Dad, why'd you even take it? He was like, I didn't take it. You gave it to me. Take your money back. So needless to say, I need to add that money back in now. So the budget started at $150. So now that balance is at $160. And the reason why I have to add it into this budget, even though it was from last month, is because everything won't reconcile out at the end of the year if I don't do that. Okay, so for groceries, we had a budget of $300 and I got groceries once. Then I did get gas for, what was that, $38.50? So that's $61.50. And then I did go ahead and get my supplements. And remember I told you guys like, oh, I think I'm going to go over in supplements. Yeah, I didn't. I forgot that one of my supplements I ordered last month. And I got, no, was it last month? I bought 2 months worth last time I bought them. So I don't need to get any this month. So I'm good there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how much we have left over in the budget, and then I'm going to transfer those numbers over here, and then we will be finishing everything out. So for groceries, we have $256.75. Personal household, we have the whole 100. Miscellaneous, we got 160. Restaurants, we have $63.52. So like almost half of my budget is gone. So I got to do good this week. Supplements is $66.21. And I shouldn't need any more at all. Gas, we still have $61.50, and then shopping is the whole $150. So we still have $857.98 left over. And that means that if we subtract the $1,000 that we started off with, I spent $142.02. Now, when we transfer this over, remember you guys, I kept my supplements separate. So out of this $142.02, what was it? $33.79 was supplements. So let's come over here. So total on the budget that we spent was $108.23, and I hope you guys can see that. I just brightened my screen a little bit. So out of the $225 that I budgeted on a weekly basis, I was under budget by $116.77. So then supplements was $33.79. I thought I was going to spend $100, so I was under budget by $66.21 there. There was no unbudgeted, so total that I spent, I was supposed to spend up to $325. I was under budget $116.77, and then another $66.21. So there's the $142.02 that we spent. Then as far as the savings go, I literally only sent that, so we're gonna keep that there. And then what I like to do is add up the pluses and minuses. So $116.77, $66.21. So I was under budget overall by $182.98. Under budget from what I actually budgeted. And that's pretty good considering that I thought that we were going to be negative $62 this week. So let's go ahead and go down to the bottom to do our checks and balances. So the beginning balance was indeed $4,000. The income was $300. So that leaves us a starting balance of $4,300. The fixed expenses, I did not have any. Variable, the total was $142.02. Then savings was the $37.48. So let's see what we got. So $4,300 minus $142.02. My friend is mad because they're playing that profoundly game that's going around on Facebook, honey. Now he inviting me to play. I'm all right. Okay, so the ending balance is $4,120.50. So I think that overall this week I did pretty darn good. This is why I stress to you guys so much to overestimate your expenses. Not to give yourself an excuse to spend more, but just to give yourself that leeway just in case. I know there are probably people who watch me on a weekly basis like, oh my gosh, she spends so much less than what she estimates, and what's the point? Because you just kind of never know what's coming up. And actually I'm going to have not necessarily a huge expense, but there's going to be an extra expense this month that I wasn't expecting, but that's only because of the announcement that I have to give you guys next week. So stay tuned for that. And I hope that you guys like the new format of me going ahead and reconciling the week at the end of the week when I do, you know, my whole expense tracker thing, instead of this being part of the next week's like paycheck to paycheck budget video. So let me know what you guys think, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already, but other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.